The loss of Tyron Smith.
I'm going fiction here. Listen, this is number one offense last year. I think this will still be a very productive offense. They will have issues in the run game. We charted earlier. There'll be it's a yard difference in run game to the left. Play action pass will be a bit of a concern. Dak Prescott is a ascending quarterback, in my opinion. He'll continue to move. Their offense will still be very effective.
All right, we'll keep it in the NFC East. James, Carson Wentz and the Commanders are sneaky playoff contenders. Fact or fiction?
I think it's a fact. I think they played very competitive last year with Taylor Heineke. Now they have Carson Wentz at the helm, which is, a little bit iffy in the quarterback situation. He is a prove-it year to me, but they play good defense. They have a lot of skilled players that, can do some things with the ball in their hands. They got Terry McLaurin. They got the rookie Jahan Dotson, Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel. They have a good stable of running backs as well. So I think it's a prove-it year for Carson Wentz, but I think they'll be very competitive.
And Diana, the Eagles will win the NFC East. Fact or fiction?
James, you little Commander Homer today. It is a fact that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the division. Have you guys taken a look at this roster? Howie Roseman did some work this offseason, giving his quarterback, Jalen Hurts, pretty much everything he possibly needs. And in this division, guys, in football, we know the lines. They can help you win games, and the Eagles have the best line up front on offense and defense.
Love to hear it. I am from Philadelphia, though. But do we agree with Diana, though, Jeff, that the Eagles will win the division?
I don't. Listen, here's my concern here. We usually give the Cowboys way too much love in the preseason and off season. I think we're taking a little bit away from them. Let's not forget, they beat the Cowboys. Dak Prescott has beaten the Eagles 5 out of 6 times. They've averaged almost 32 points a game. That's a pretty good record against your opponent in your division. So I'm still going to go with the Cowboys here until the Eagles clear. Now, Diana's point is well taken. Their offense and defensive line are better than the Cowboys. I still trust Dak Prescott and what they're going to do offensively to put points on the board. And when Philly has to score in a track meet, can they do it? That's going to be interesting for me.
Yeah, and that's going to be key. And I look at Jalen Hurts and all of this. Do you think that if Jalen Hurts, his up, his down this season, is he the determining factor?
100%. It's not even close. And what Jalen Hurts does is going to depend. That's going to be the success or failure of this football team. Can he, with A.J. Brown, with Smith, with all the weapons you're talking about, with the great offensive line and an incredible rushing attack, can he command this thing and take that offense to the next level? You're going to get into games where you're going to have to put up a significant amount of points. Do you trust him to beat you from the pocket, continue to make those throws? That's going to be Jalen Hurts. That's going to be the team. Success or failure rests on his shoulders.
James White, what do you think? Who wins this division?
I think it's the Cowboys, strictly based off Dak Prescott. He's the most consistent quarterback in that division. I think their defense, second year with Dan Quinn at the helm, I think they created a lot of turnovers last year, so I'm going to roll with the Cowboys.
Okay. I think it's interesting.
See, this is my issue with that, James. James, I love what you're saying about the turnovers, right? But when you're reliant on your success on defensive turnovers 2 years in a row, that doesn't give me a lot of confidence. You're going to have to do more on offense because you can't depend on that. Yes, they're well coached, and yes, they took a major step last year. But for them to do that again, the chances are really slim,
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. And for that reason, I would say the Eagles have the best chance to win this division. Now, look, I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something. And that's a good point. I got to tell you something. Here's the thing with me on the Eagles. I would have said no, but I think on paper they have the best team. This is my question with this team. On paper, the lines are the best. On paper, the running game's strong, receivers strong. Everything looks good. Can they put it all together and win this division? I don't know, but I think
we're talking serious income. And the way that they do that...
Don't need a real estate license?
Don't need a license.
Don't need credit?
Don't need credit.
Don't need money?
Very little, if any, money.
Don't need to own a...
The best of the lot. I don't think you can trust Carson Wentz in Washington, and let's not even talk about the Giants. So then it comes down to the Eagles and the Cowboys, and I think with the Tyron Smith issue, their line issues, their receiver issues, I think we have the fewest issues of all the teams in that division. But let's take it a step further, James. Yeah, thank you, Diana. Thank you. Let's take it a step further. James, here's the other part of this. Some people are looking at the Eagles and saying this is a Super Bowl contender. So I want to go back to Jalen Hurts. Is he the determining factor between them being Super Bowl quality or not?
100%. I think in those knowing passing situations, he's going to have to stand in the pocket and make those throws. You know, in the past few years, he hasn't been able to do that. He's a 25th ranked passer from the pocket. His QBR sits between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, which isn't great. If they want to be a Super Bowl contender, he's going to have to stand in there and make those throws. I know they had the best rushing, team in the league last year, which is a big help, but to be a Super Bowl contender, you're going to have to stand in there and make those throws on, third and short, third and long, in the red zone. When your team needs a play, you got to be able to make them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, but this whole team on paper looking great. We'll see how it all plays out when the season starts. So let's go to Green Bay.